So for those of you that have never seen Phantom, or for those of you that have even done it, what we're hoping to accomplish with this is a couple of things. The first thing is, for those of you that have ever heard the score, you know it's a lush, beautiful, and hugely romantic score. And we really want to sort of key in on the romance of this. I've worked very hard pre-production on this to try to put together a show that will absolutely triumph the love and the tragedy that comes with and the joy that comes with it. That is first and foremost what the story is about to me. It's the love of music. It's the love of love. It's the love of a father to a son. It's the love of the art form. It's the love of the theater. It's everything that draws your passion forward, that would cause you to sing with unbridled emotion for no reason. You know? And as all of you know, when you go to see a musical, if somebody starts to sing and if it hasn't come from some place, you're suddenly like, oh, and now they're singing. This has to be a play, this has to be a vehicle that is being told and being supported by everybody that is commanding and demanding that people sing at all times. So that's the first thing. The second thing, which we're not doing, is we're not going to start making a lot of apologies and a lot of explanations of what this is not in comparison to the Andrew Lloyd Webber version. We've spent many conversations with many different people talking about, hey, how many times has somebody come to the box office and said, oh gosh, you know, you didn't tell me it was the Andrew Lloyd Webber, blah, blah, blah. And in researching and sort of really going through it, we figured that in reality, once you start to explain something, you've already lost your audience to begin with, one. And then you're almost sort of diminishing what you're doing as if to say, well, what you're doing isn't good enough. The storytelling of this is about the heart and the soul of the people, not the spectacle that surrounds them. Although we have spectacle that will surround you, far greater than, you know, I think we've, at least in the 10 years I've been here, done, which is hugely exciting. But honest to goodness, it's the icing on the cake. It isn't the cake. So what we want to focus on is making sure that people hear that we are doing Phantom. We are doing the story of Phantom. It is the Paris Opera House. It is 1895 and all the bells and whistles that go with it. So in your language to people in our community, as you talk about this, I would love it if you would all say, we are doing Phantom, the Maury Yesson, Arthur Kopit version of Phantom. And hopefully you will say it proudly, and that will dispel anybody going, well, why aren't they doing? And if they ask you why they aren't doing, you know, it's because we chose to do this one. We like this one. Thirdly, and sort of most importantly, what's really exciting about this particular production is that it has a broad spectrum of characters in the play, not just that are written, but the people in the room. There is so much personal history for me in this room with people that I have worked with for 20 plus years and people that I'm going to be working with for 2 minutes. There's nothing better, I think, than when you put together a collaboration of artists that have varying histories being brought to the table at the same time. And oftentimes what happens when you put a company together is people are like, well, I've done 15 Broadway shows, and then there's people that have done none. And what I say to them oftentimes is it really doesn't matter what you've done or what you're going to do. Every one of our lives, whether we're working in the box office, whether we're working in costumes, whether we're doing ensemble, whether we're Phantom, we are all here to do the same thing at the exact same time. All of our career paths have brought us to this room today. That's thrilling to me. When I look around the room and know what the artists are in here and the support staff that we have to do this, that will set this production of Phantom apart from all the dozens and dozens of dozens that have been seen in and around this area for years because Phantom is a popular title. Hopefully it'll be the collaboration of this group of artists and this staff that will make this production the best that it can be. And that is the end of my speech and scene.